In this presentation, I, Alana, and Jenny and Shin Yu will be discussing an echocardiogram neural networking system.
We will be using the echocardiogram dataset. This dataset provides different patient conditions that could be possibly heart-related, and using this, we will be inputting it into the MATLAB's neural networking pattern recognition app, hoping to determine whether a patient will survive a year after their first heart attack, given the certain conditions, hoping to implement this in the future in a doctor's office for general consultation. This is an overview of what our neural networking diagram looks like. We're using the pattern recognition one, and these are our 8 inputs, and then our hidden layers, and then the output would be whether the patient will be alive after a year. We originally started out testing with 6 neurons, and then later on found out that 3 neurons did a better result.
Okay, so I will be discussing the implementation of this neural network. So we were thinking that a doctor would be using this in a consultation visit for a patient for them to determine if the patient would survive after that 1 year after having a heart attack. So when we were looking through and looking at literature reviews, we found a patent that was already established by Timothy Joseph and Paul Du Bois. So in their paper or their patent, they were basically discussing how with different physicians, they have different backgrounds and knowledge. So it's not going to always be the same in their diagnosis. And using a neural network or a computerized system, it would be more standardized and it would come to the same result each time. And that would greatly help the system and reduce human error.
Now that we have inputted the data into MATLAB, we will now use the neural networking pattern recognition tool. We have previously found that using 3 hidden neurons gives us the best possible results. After training the data, you can see here that the neural network has about a 76.3% of predicting the output accurately. Now, using the code generated by MATLAB, I will now input a scenario to see what the neural network determines to be the most accurate output. As you can see here, this patient has about a 75% chance of living exactly 1 year after a heart attack.
Our team's best results were 75% accuracy. It is a decent result given the complexity of the topic because human life is very hard to quantify and it may not always follow the results of MATLAB no matter how accurate it is. The purpose we're hoping in the future is to provide accurate consultation to aid in patient diagnosis and care.